Why does the dislike button even exist? I mean, you guys are just gonna like my videos because, you know, I'm like amazing. I'm like better than A-Star the Third, so like what's really the point? So what's up, guys? It's OMGHIDE here, bringing you a third generation Wi-Fi battle, and I'm back and I'm about to do this again, and it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna be epic, and it's gonna be like cool. So this is a battle that I had versus ScHoGuX, and you could go subscribe to him, links in the description, and like everything else, information and all that other garbage in the description. So yeah, let's get this started. So I'm gonna lead off with the Politoed. He's gonna lead off with the Jolteon. I'm gonna go for the Protect because I knew he's gonna go for the electric move because there's no reason to over predict this early into the game. So I'm going to switch out, predicting him to go for the Thunderbolt again, but of course I know Jolteon's a substitute, so why would he not go for the substitute this turn? So I go into my Donphan, which is actually specially defensive, so I will be able to take the Hidden Power Ices from the Jolteon. I was able to take 3 actually from that range of HP, from how much that actually did. So I'm able to roar the Jolteon out, and I roar him into the Executor. He goes for the Sleep Powder. Unfortunately, he misses, but whatever. That's the risk you take when you use low accuracy moves. So I'm gonna be able to hit him up with the Hidden Power Bug, and that does a lot of damage, but I don't run any attack EV, so I was unable to one-hit KO the Executor. So it's whatever. So now I'm going to switch out, thinking I was not going to need this Gengar. You will just see how, like, later on, how important this Gengar actually was. It would have helped me so much in the long run if I kept it awake. But anyway, I put it to sleep, and now it's a sleep powder now. So now I switch out. I go into Jirachi. He sets up the Sun, so now I know he's gonna go for either the he either has the solar beam. Well, I know he has the solar beam or the sidekick move, and I know he has the Hidden Power Fire, and I know I could take one Hidden Power Fire in the Sun just because it's not stab and I'm specially defensive. So I'm gonna hit him up with a Body Slam, and this Body Slam will be able to kill because it is a critical hit. And if it didn't kill, I had the 60% chance of Perilous, so I would have been able to outspeed it the next turn, and it would have been perfect for me. So yeah, and I would have been able to live another HP Fire from it, but I wouldn't decide to stay in on it. I would just go into Bubbles and then do all of that stuff. And now he goes into Charizard, and I go into Bubbles, predicting him to go for the Fire move, but he doesn't. He just sets up a Substitute. And now he's going to tighten his focus, but what he does not know is that I run that 5th gen level shit, and I'm a motherfucking physically defensive Politoed, because it's just the best set. It's like amazing. And you know, if Scald existed in 3rd generation, you know, every water Pokemon would be broken as fuck. I mean, it's like whatever. So that Focus Punch did nothing, but that's only because Charizard is not the best physical attacker in 3rd generation, just because his only physical stab is the flying type, the flying ability. So I go for Toxic, predicting his switch to go back into the Jolteon, but he brings in the Blissey, which is a bitch, and its name is Bitch, and now I'm gonna have to pop that bitch because I hate Blissey, because it is a bitch! And I switch out, go into, oh, your ass is about to get popped, bitch! And he hits me up with a Seismic Toss, and I'm like, okay, that's whatever. I mean, it's like, fine, I suppose. And you know, he's gonna get some leftovers, and that, you know, poison is just gonna cancel that leftovers out. So now I'm just gonna hit him up with the Mega Horn as he switches into his Charizard. I didn't want him to go into a Ghost type to where the Brick Break wouldn't be able to hit it, and if I went for the Bug move, I would have did some damage, even though it's not very effective, and I am Choice Bandit, so it would have did a lot of damage, and most Ghost Pokemon aren't very defensive unless you're using Dusclops, and Dusclops would not want to come in on a Heracross, because if he were to burn me or toxic me, I would get the Gust Boost, and then I could just keep hitting him with things. So I bring in the Politoed, and I was predicting him to go for the Substitute, predicting my switch or my Protect, so I just go for the Surf. And I know I could take one Thunderbolt at that range of HP, but it was a risky situation. So I'm gonna have to switch out, going to Nope. He's going to go for the Substitute now, get his Bataya boost, and I know I could take a Bataya boosted Hidden Power Ice because I am specially defensive, and I am just really cool at this game when I make everything specially defensive that's not even supposed to be specially defensive. So anyway, he goes for the HP Ice. It's not going to kill me. I'm going to live with 65 HP. I'm going to be able to roar him out again, the same old antics. Roar him back into Bitch, and Bitch is about to pop my Nope with the Seismic Toss because apparently he's faster than me. So yeah, apparently people run Speed EVs on Blissey. Psych! He's hitting me up with Ice Beam. So I now know he has Ice Beam, but I really don't have any kind of like flying types or dragon types on this team. It's just a bunch of random garbage that I put together, and I was like, okay, it works, but I don't know what I was going for with this team. I just wanted to use Politoed. That's about it. So now I'm gonna hit him with the Brick Break, because now I think I know now that he does not have a ghost type. So if I go for the Brick Break, I would be able to get the half damage instead of the 4 times resisted damage. So I see that his Charizard now has a Pataya Berry boost, and I know I can't take this Fire Blast because now it is Stab, Blaze boosted, +1, and I can't take a Fire Blast that much HP. And you know, I gotta go into Blim Blam, hit him up with a Sidekick, kill it off, because Blim Blams are like, the Alakazams are like the fastest psychic Pokemon in the game. So I have to stay in now and hit this Metagross with a Fire Punch and just hope that he misses the Meteor Mash, so I'd be able to keep the Alakazam. But unfortunately I don't, and he gets a critical hit, which obviously mattered, and you know, I'm losing at this game now. So I have to go into Heracross, hit him with a Brick Break, because I know he can't switch it to the Charizard, otherwise it'll die, and he can't switch it to the Jolteon, otherwise it'll die, and he can't switch it into pretty much anything, otherwise it'll die, because look at all the Pokemon's ranges of HP. So he goes for the Thunderbolt. I know I could take a Thunderbolt. I just didn't want to switch out into something because I knew I could take the Thunderbolt, and I hit it with a Brick Break. So he reveals to me that his last Pokemon is the Swampert, and Swampert is a bitch in 3rd generation when it's paired up with Blissey and Skarmory and Fortress and Cloyster and everything else, and Wheezing and things that wall. That's pretty much it. I just can't stand these things. So my Gengar sleep, right? So my plan was to Destiny Bond the Swampert so I could kill the Swampert, and then I could have the Heracross to kill off the Blissey. But as you're gonna see, my Gengar is just gonna sleep for like 3 turns, and if my Gengar were to have stayed, like if my Gengar were to have woke up on the turn 2, I would have switched out, go into the Jirachi, and if I still had Jirachi, I don't know if Jirachi died already. No, Jirachi didn't die. Jirachi's still alive, I think. No, Jirachi's still alive at this time, and I would have went into Jirachi, went for the Wish, got my HP back, and then yeah, but I stayed asleep for 3 turns, so I was kind of forced to do this. But I think I forgot in 3rd generation that the turns to actually what am I doing? What am I trying to say? The sleep turns don't reset when you switch out. I play too much 5th gen now, so I go by 5th gen mechanics, but they don't reset. So I would have been able to switch out, go into my Jirachi, go for a Wish, and hit something up with something. So it would have been a wrap for that Blissey, and I just would have been able to. He would have switched out into his Swampert, and I would have went for the Destiny Bond while he hit me up with another move, and then I would have been able to kill it. But that doesn't work out for me, and my last Pokemon is Heracross, and I'll be able to hit him up with a Choice Banded critical hit, psych, and I lose because I played so badly. Anyway, that was a good game, ScHoGuX. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. I am back, guys. Go check the description, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys all later for my next battle. Peace.